Hi there. We're going to look at using Accessorizer to set up a basic character creator, and I'm going to be using some assets made by Cinti Studios. I'm sure you may have seen them. They have very high quality assets on the asset store. They have tons of packs, different kinds of themes, and just overall a really great a great studio. So I'm going to use their assets to kind of show off the programming that I've done to do a character creator. And the first thing that I did with those models was to separate out the meshes different areas. So the bodies stayed together, but I separated out all of the hairstyles, the beards, the eyes, the eyebrows, the hats, and any accessories that might be able to reuse on multiple meshes. So you can see here that all of those meshes are in their own groups and for the bodies, and each one of them has their own group. So I'm not going to go deep into setting up the accessorizer configuration. So because that's in other examples that I have and also the tutorial. But honestly, it is extremely easy. You just create this object and you create new groups, and then you create items and you drag and drop from the scene view the transform onto the item, and then you can configure it. Very simple. So I just wanted to show how using kind of existing art assets, you can very easily create this kind of setup. Here in the editor, you can even change that's a different one, the male character here. You can change the different um, items to preview what that might look like, and by just toggling them. And here we have the fact that the wizard beard is active at the same time as the king's hair. So the king's hair includes a beard. So in this situation, say you wanted to have some random selection. So this is selecting one of every different group. So obviously there are going to be situations where you don't want certain items to be active at the same time. So that was a good example there where we had um, the two beards at the same time. So what I'm going to do is add a quick little effect to whenever the king's hair is active. I'm going to enable this effects toggle here, and I'm going to add an effect for the beard group. So I'm going to make the king's mustache always active when the king's hair is active. So now that effect, whenever the accessorizer is run, whenever we see the king's hair, the king's mustache is also going to be selected. So now I see another issue. So we have a druid's hood, um, and that's active at the same time as a specific head of hair. So what we can do is actually say, well, when the druid's hood is active, we don't want to show any of the hair. So in the same, we do that the same way. We're going to go to the hats, and we're going to say when the druid's hat is active, we are going to make all of the hair inactive. Create that effect there. You can have any number of effects on an item, and those effects are applied when the uh, when it's either randomized or when you select that item programmatically, that those rules can also be applied. You can also ignore the rules, obviously, if you want. Okay, so here's another situation where we've got the king's crown, and looks like we have a bear, the bard's hat. So I don't think that any hat will probably be able to be worn while the king's crown is active. I mean, yeah, the hood, yeah, none of them. So we're gonna say if the king's crown is active, which is in this flare group, we are going to make all of the hats inactive. All inactive. Alright, there we go. So we fixed that item. So, and obviously you can also make sure that other items are active in any given situation. We showed that with the mustache. So yeah, that's just a basic um, use of that. Obviously, this is very pieced together. You know, if you make your models in a way that is meant to be modular like this, then obviously it will you'll have good effects if you create them that way. So I actually created two different uh, accessory configurations, one for the male characters and one for the female characters. And so now you can see here when we've got some randomization going on, and um, you'll get a lot of kind of unique combinations when you use this. And obviously it can be used in a character creator too, so you can create a user interface that shows the user the possible items and allow them to build their own. And you can also save outfits. So this isn't done at runtime. Well, it can be done at runtime programmatically, and that goes to the local storage. But you can also do so here in the editor. If I wanted to have a particular outfit that I wanted to load again, um, I can go here and create new outfit, and then I might name that outfit Medicine Man. And so it just saves the current selections. So for every group, you've got the selections here. And so if you were to go to a random other one, then when you equip that outfit, it just enables those same items that were stored with the outfit. So pretty simple, but also very simple to set up, but also very powerful. And I hope it's useful. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.